Hello, 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 hello. I didn't realize I had two people waiting to see me. Hey, y'all. Hey. Let me see. Can I log onto my phone so that I can see the comments here? Hey, Patrice. Hey, Elena. How are you all? I hear an echo. Don't be echoing on me, guys. Let me turn my phone down now before I log on. Hey, Kidda Blue, how are you? Is it echoing, y'all? Oh, okay, good. Thank you, Patrice. I appreciate that. I am not going to try to keep you guys long. I had promised the video earlier. I don't know what I was thinking about because trying to record just, whew, Jesus. Lord, I don't know how y'all do it. I don't. So I had to. You hear echo now? Oh, no, I don't know what's echoing. I thought I had everything turned down. Let me see. Is it still echoing? Can y'all hear me okay? Oh, okay. Thank you, Kittable. I appreciate that. All righty. So, as I stated, I promised a video earlier. Put my own foot in my mouth, and I like to be a person on my word. So let me jump up here real quick to show you guys with the Eco Tank 8550 converted to DTF. One of the main things you want to have, in my personal opinion, if you want to save some money, is definitely creating that external waste tank. Shout out to Hangry Man for Zach over at Hangry Man. I think Hangry Muscle. Wait a minute, I'm saying that wrong. um, hey Nicole. Hey, Make It with Missy. How you doing? Yeah, Zach over at Hangry Muscle um, showed the install of the waste tank. I couldn't see all of the details, and I was trying to figure it out kind of on my own, and I wasn't getting anywhere. But anyway, he did a live the other night, and I asked the question. My problem was finding the right size tubing. Everything that I was getting was either too small or too big. So he finally gave me some measurements the other night. I think it was Sunday night doing his live. And I found what I was looking for in Home Depot. And it works perfectly, perfectly, perfectly. Doesn't even need any clamps or anything. So I'm going to kind of walk through the steps of how you doing it, how to do that. Again, as I stated on Patrice's live, if you were up there earlier, you do not have to buy another waste tank. Save yourself the money. I bought additional because I wasn't sure how it was going to work. So I kind of bought mine before I went into the process of converting to the DTF. But what I found is they're now sitting in the box because I really did not need them. When you create this external waste tank, you can clean out the waste tank that comes with the printer, and you need to keep that because you need the microchip on the side of the tank. The next thing you're going to want to get is the chip resetter. Trust me, it's just a money saver. It costs anywhere from, hey Miss T Johnson, from $40 if you go on Amazon. I think I paid around $40 from Patrice's link. I do see other vendors that have them for about $80. whichever price you pay, trust me, one way or the other, you're going to save some money. So, you know, try to catch Amazon if you can for the cheapest price. But if not, you can go to like DTF Pro or Kingdom DTFs, I believe, have the chip resetters, but they're a little bit more expensive through those channels. So, you know, pick and choose what you'll like to do. But I'm going to put my table on right now. Patrice, you should be so proud of me. Look at me, girl, operate and scream, y'all, like I know what I'm doing. Oh my goodness, I don't bit more know what I'm doing in the man in the moon. That's why I was late trying to figure this stuff out on the fly. But I'm learning. I'm gonna get there. So anyway, what you're looking at, my external my waste tank is already set up. I'll show you that in a moment. It was no need to kind of take it apart to show this part of the video. But this is one of the ones that I bought as an extra. I bought 2 extra ones that are just sitting in the box. So basically, when you get when you take the the waste tank out of the printer, it sits right in the very front of the printer. You open up a flap and you can slide this out. There's the hole for the nozzle that goes in here, and there's your microchip. All right, so what you want to do when it comes to you, and the way it comes in the printer, and if you buy additional waste tanks, it's going to already come filled with the packing material or the sponge, whatever you want to call it. So then you just really need to just pry this off. It has little grooves in the side. You can just pry that off. No big deal. And it comes packed with all of this stuff that you can easily remove. Of course, if you have ink on it, you know, might want to grab a pair of gloves. But this is clean. I haven't used it. So once you clean that out, you literally are just left with the empty waste tank. It's just empty with the hole for the nozzle. So let me move you guys over to the printer. I'm going to show you what I did. All righty. So you're looking at the inside of my DTF printer now. Hopefully my hands don't be in the way. Can you guys still hear me? I walked away from my iPad, but I have my earbuds on. Is the volume still okay? I'm going to keep going. You guys will let me know if it's not. So again, here is my external waste tank. Let me get my hands out the way. Here's the flap that I was speaking in regards to. You just click that up and you slide it out. Well, I'll take that off in a minute. I think I need to take that out before the slide out. But you see how much struggle it is to kind of get this to come out of there? It's because it is literally a perfect fit. So once you have that out, just slide your tape back and pull it up. And I just have some paper towel in the bottom of my waste tank just to catch any residual ink that might fall. But really, honestly, with the seal that this cord puts on it, it really does not, I don't foresee that being an issue other than if I'm coming up here to pull the maintenance box out. But this is the cord. I found this at Home Depot, again, courtesy of Zach over at Hangry Muscle. And it's a 3/16 of an inch, the outer diameter, and the inner diameter is 3 32 inches. So it is literally a perfect fit for this tank. Perfect. And as you can see in my line, it's working. It is working very well. So all you have to do is put your tank back in and plug your tubing up, and then find something that you can put your waste in, which I am using a empty grape juice bottle that I had around the house. What I did, I took a drill bit, a 3/16 drill bit, and drilled a hole through the top and just stuck the anchor in there. And as you will see, sorry if I'm making you guys dizzy. Again, that is my new external waste tank. So let me see if I can show you how it works, because I do need to print for today. I haven't printed since last night. I had a major clog on my printer because I have been trying to make space for my new Melco that is coming, and I've been kind of rearranging the room. So yeah, I went like 3 days without printing. And when I say that thing was clogged, it was clogged. But to be honest, it was very easy to get my printer back up and running in less than 30 minutes. I know, but I had it back running with no problem. So that doesn't even scare me anymore with this printer. If it gets clogged, I know how to unclog it. So, I mean, it's going to happen. That white ink, especially. I had the syringe that I use with the ink in it. It actually, I had left some in the top of the syringe. And when I tell you that thing was so clogged, I was like, wow, so this is what the ink is doing. I mean, I literally could not push water, air, anything through that syringe because that white ink had clotted so much. I mean, it literally wouldn't even let air through. So I got to see firsthand what the white ink really does when it clogs up. But here is the waste tank, and the external waste tank. I'm going to see if I can run a print head clean and show you how it works. Don't mind my Kobe Bryant picture. Y'all see that ink coming through there? Keep running warm right now. And it's coming again, I think. And I think this was a 10-foot cord, I think. So I've only gotten maybe 2 feet of it. I don't know if y'all can see it going into the bottle.
So we're going to marble like that.
But it works perfectly. You'll see there's no leaking from the nozzle. Hopefully you can see that. But it's not leaking, you guys. It's not leaking. And to do your power power head clean, it takes about 3 minutes with this printer to do it. But you can see the line has cleared up because I think it's finished pushing the ink at this point. But yeah, my Kobe Bryant picture is actually a canvas that I sublimated on, and I leave that here. Actually, I'm trying something new. I did have a composition notebook sitting here. What is it? What did I do with it? And of course, I wouldn't know where it's at. But I had a composition notebook sitting right here. It fits perfectly. I saw that again from Zach on Angry Muscle. And it just set down in that groove kind of. It set perfectly. So I had that there, but I wanted to see if I could use something else. And so I just been sticking this canvas. It was sitting up here beside the printer. I've just been sitting that there. The only thing that is allowed in my house to have a snake on it, because I absolutely hate snakes, but I love Kobe Bryant. Rest in peace. Print time. Hey, Ashley, that's my sister. Hey, girl. Print time. Print time really all depends on the size of the images you're printing. It's printing my the nozzle check now. Uh, it really does depend on what you're printing. And I do not trip about these lines unless they barely there. I have not gotten a clean all the way through since I've had the printer. I'm trying to see, can I see that white, y'all? But it looked like it's there. I'm gonna do a test print for y'all and see. But yeah, creating that. Hey, 755 Media. Hey, I'm sorry, you guys. I'm looking at the comments. Oh, Patrice, let me show you. Let me show you the syringes that I have that work, that I got from Amazon, that works beautifully. Let me show you. Let me. Here you go. Okay, guys, I'm back. I'm gonna do a test print. I gotta pull up my other computer because it's on my Windows PC. But Patrice, ooh, how do I wait a minute? Let me make myself big again. I found these on Amazon. I want to say they were about $8 for a pack of 6. But this fits into the printer tube seamlessly. So you can extract the ink really, really well with these syringes. I went and bought me another pack after I seen how well they work. It literally fits right down into the ink tubing that we take off to drain the ink. So I'm gonna try to put some links in the video after it's over, but these work perfectly. I think I was looking for something and I came across a video where a guy was using these to clean the printer. And like I said, I went on Amazon and found them, and they are perfect for this. Perfect. Perfect. So even if you wanted to suck, when we're doing the air through the tube, pulling the ink out through the tube, we're pulling it from the tank. But the back piece, is the cartridge. I cut one off, like right there at the bend, and it slides on perfectly. It's like these things were made for the 8550, literally. And if you need to try to pull some of that ink out, you can. You got to be careful when you're trying to pull it from the ink tank. I don't know how the wires kind of get crossed up or something. I don't know. But when I did pull the ink from the cartridge, it came out gray. I was like, why is my white ink gray? But it didn't seem to cause a problem. I did my clean, and the whites were still printing white. I may have to do another clean tonight. I'm not sure. I'm gonna try printing. Let me pull up my computer and see if it will print white. Again, I haven't printed since last night, and that was after clearing that clog because it was clogged. But if I was thinking about it, I should have filmed that syringe so you could really see what happens with that ink when it clogs, and it's completely understandable why it won't print. But this is just tip number 1. I am gonna, hey, Kay Aisha, how are you? Anyone else I missed? I'm sorry. Yeah, Miss Johnson, it is. It's real simple. I mean, Patrice says it all the time. This stuff is not hard, y'all. And that's why I didn't mind spending the money. And I've really been trying to experiment with this one because I'm trying to figure out everything I can get away with with this printer. And if I break it, I don't feel like I lost a lot, because the printer definitely pays for itself. You're putting those prints out, whether we're doing it, we're not selling transfers yet. I don't know if I would do that with this printer per se. um I just got to keep going with it and see how it works out. um it's just sometimes it can be inconsistent with the prints. The ink will print out fine, but then you get these smears and it'd be like, what is going on with this? So until I work out all the kinks, I wouldn't sell them, to individuals. But long as I can print them and they're okay and I can press them fine, then we'll do that. We've used it on a few jobs already. But just selling transfers right now, I would love to do that eventually, but I might want to go ahead and invest in an actual DTF printer. Being that this stuff would be going to someone else and I'm not going to be the one pressing I have to make sure that the product is going to hold up. And I don't know if that would be the case um, with this one. But I mean, Angry Muscle, you see he's going strong um, with his printer. Patrice is going strong with her printer. So don't be afraid of the 8550. This is definitely a good investment, and it can help boost your business and cut costs. Um, so, don't be afraid. But this external waste tank had me kind of freaking out because I didn't know what to do. I'm like, I'm not going to buy a maintenance box like every 4 days, because seriously, with all the print head cleanings, and sometimes you have to do that power clean like I had to do last night to get my ink back and running, since it was clogged. That literally wipes out your maintenance tank. I mean, it's done. I think the first tank, well, the one that came with it, I think it like 4 times. I did maybe 4 or 5 print head cleans, and I did a power clean, and it was full. It was done. So I was like, oh, heck to the no. I am not buying a tank every few days. So I took it apart, and I'm like, okay, it's just some gauze in here, really, some cotton. So I'm like, okay, it gotta be a better way that I can do this without having to spend an arm and a leg. So I've really been playing with my maintenance tanks to see how I can do it. Before I put um, the external tank in, I had just cleaned out all of this gauze from I had cleaned out all of this gauze from my waste tank, and I just had a piece of felt. I had cut out some felt and just placed in there, and just put the lid back on and kept printing. Long as it won't spill in ink inside of my printer, I was good. And it wasn't. The felt was picking the ink up or absorbing it pretty good. So yeah, I've been really experimenting with this printer, and it's been good. Another thing I want to share too, Patrice, that I have been doing. I don't know if you've rectified your issue or not with the paper. And I almost didn't want to share it, because you know how you go to share something and be like, oh, this is working, and then the next day it won't work. I was like, do I really want to say that? Because I don't want it to stop working on me. But what I do for my prints, being that I haven't had any big jobs with it. I mean, you sound like you've been working, working away with your 8550. I'll put that together later. But I do not put the film in until the printer gives me the error message that is no paper in the printer. And thus far, because I did start to get that jam, it wasn't recognizing the film, and that is so annoying. So what I just started doing, I did the tape and it worked, but I was like, dude, I am not taping up film to use it. I'm not. I was just, no. That would have ruined DTF for me. I'd have been like, dude, this, no. So I literally go ahead and start the print, let the printer give me the error message that is out of paper. And then I put the paper in and hit OK. And thus far, every time that I've done that, it has actually worked. So I know you said you have a big project coming up, Patrice. Might try it out and see if it works for you. Or you can keep doing your taping if that works for you as well. So, but let me send a print to the printer and see what it's doing with my white. Let me put the printer back up here. Let's see. Let me hit the. Oh, okay. Lola Bella, move out of the way. This is my daughter's cat. She always comes and sneaks under my legs. I didn't even see her there. I was about to step on her. I think that's what she's waiting for. Somebody to step on her. Y'all, I know I look like a bum tonight. Please forgive the hair, the clothes, and all that old stuff. I've just been chilling at home. All right, so I'm going to send this print. It's not a big print, so it shouldn't take too long to print. Give me 1 second, you guys. I'm going to try to get on and do some other things, but it's probably going to have to be in the form of lives because I just cannot record. I stay so busy. I literally clock off of one job and clock into another one. So it's gonna give me my error message in a minute. And I got a piece of paper. Turn the white. I thought I turned all that down. Is it echoing again? Oh, I hear it now. I'm sorry, you guys. I could have sworn I turned everything down. Let me see. I can take this table one off. Because I don't need to show that again. Let me just disconnect that one. And I have the other ones on mute, trying to avoid the echoing. Let me know if you guys still hear that. But I'm going to get off of here real soon. I'm not going to make this a long, drawn-out process. Hey, Damps. Hey, Miss Tampa. How y'all doing? Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate that. All righty. So I got my little error message here. Let's see what I got. Where's my sheet of paper? That's not the one. Move my camera just for 1 minute, y'all, because I gotta get to the back of the printer. So I just got a cut down piece of film to 8.5 by 11, and I actually have already printed on the other side, but it's the one I printed last night just to print. Is the echo still there, you guys? So it's starting to print. And let me see, do I see my white? Yep, it's printing white. And I'm printing the exact same design that you see pulling on the opposite end. Again, I was just doing this to print. I don't have any orders that I want to do, but I do want to start kind of printing some things that I could possibly sell, so that I'm not, so that I don't keep wasting film. You know, you really do need to print every day with this printer. Thank you. Thank you, Tampa. I appreciate that. Thank you for making it with me. Make it with Misty. Y'all, I'm learning these devices. Like I say video and or recording or being on lives was not a part of my any of my plans. But I like it. Um, I thought it would be kind of weird to be sitting here feeling like you're talking to yourself. But you guys come on and hang on in there with me. Even though we are few in numbers, the Bible tells us not to despise small beginnings. So I may be small right now, but you wait a minute. Just wait. You just wait. All of us, I'm telling you, we can show the world what we can do as crafting community as women, not to exclude the men, because we do got some men that hang in there with us, but we all know crafting is predominantly female, more than likely. Um, and, you know, other people of our ethnicity, you know, if we would just band together, whew, God, we'll be unstoppable. Unstoppable. It is enough of the pie to go around. I truly, truly, truly believe that. So sometimes we just need that extra push or that extra support, you know, because our community has a big voice. It really does. I don't think some people realize how big our voice is. But, you know, I'm going to get off my soapbox. That's right, making it with Missy. We are all big in God's eyes. Absolutely. And the Bible tells me that he owns a cattle on 1,000 hills, honey. So he rich, I can be rich. And that is the print. I do got some smearing in there, but it's just, you know, that thing that happens. But this is the one I printed last night. And I haven't powdered any one of them because I don't plan on doing anything with them. But yeah, I see. I think what happens when you get some of that smearing is that ink, it does clog probably around the head. And when you go to print, it kind of drags along the print and you get that little bit of smearing. But you can do a page paper clean, and usually that'll clear it up. But look at those colors. Oh, wait a minute, I took the thing off now. Look at the color and the white. Can you see that? So yeah, you gotta be patient, you know, with the printing process. But it's really no different than sublimation. Honestly, I think, or maybe I'm just used to it because with the rolling being 20, I got to figure out this lighting. I've done some changing around and I got to figure out lighting. But anyway, um, the BN20 requires maintenance. You know, your sublimation printers require maintenance. So I don't know why a lot of people get scared of the maintenance. It's really not anymore. Than what you're used to with sublimation if you're doing sublimation. Other than you really do need to print every day. My sublimation printers, I can go weeks at a time without printing. Do a print head clean, and it's fine. So it's good. But anybody have any questions? Yes, making with Misty. I have the BN20 as well. She's over here covered up in pink. When we're not using it, I like to keep the film covered, because it is not a fan of dust when that print comes through. Um, and it's meant on the film, you're gonna mess up your print. It's gonna ruin it. So we try to keep it covered when we're not using it. And I got a air compressor that we blow air on the film to eliminate that dust, because they said it's not a fast printer. So after you done printed a whole print and then find out you got lint in it, oh no, that is heartbreaking. But you just, like anything else, you learn how to fix the problem and make it do what you need it to do. And that's the same thing with this Epson 8550. Just figure out the problem and figure out how to fix it and keep it moving. And that's it. And they print beautifully. I have some other tips. I'm going to try to do some other videos. I'm going to get off of here and let you guys go. I certainly do appreciate y'all again stopping by for a few minutes with me. But I plan to do some more tips and tricks that I've been doing with DTF that has been working. A couple of products that I've purchased that has also been working. So I will share that information with you guys a little bit later. I'm trying to build up some watch hours, so I didn't want to do it all in one video. I just want to put the information out there. It's up to you to use it. Thank you, Making with Missy. I'm really glad it's you find it useful information. But if you guys don't have any questions, I am going to hop off here. And again, thank you, thank you, thank you. You do not have to spend your time with me, so it is much appreciated. I promise. I give a couple of seconds. No questions? As you can see, it's really, you're welcome, Patrice. I know you be busy and you can't do it all. So, we try to help pick up some of that slack for you. And hopefully, products will work. Again, I'll try to place some links in the description of a few products that I use here that have been amazing with this printer. So I would dare to call them the essentials when you're going to DTF. You would, you would do it. This was great. You hear the entire time just working. Thank you, Patrice. You don't have a machine, Miss T. Johnson. It's hard to find these printers, because I'm tempted to buy more. I tell you, because the DTF conversion is just so easy. The only difficult part is trying to get that freaking roller out in the front. Whew, Jesus, that will make you want to take the thing back to the stove. But once you get that roller out, those front rollers out, everything else is really a breeze. It really is. Like I said, I was really kind of anxious about not printing for 3 or 4 days. I was like, Lord have mercy, I know this thing is clogged. And sure enough, it was. And I thought it was going to be hell to fix it. They said a couple of power head cleans, and I went on and did the power clean, and it was done. It printed perfectly. Oh Lord. Oh Lord, Nicole, what in the world? All right, guys, I can stay here and talk all night. Trust me, I won't do that to anyone. But it's been fun. I'll give some more information as I have time. Me and Rico, my embroidery machine over here behind me. Where he at? I'll catch you guys later. If you have any questions afterwards, please feel free to come back and leave a comment, and I will respond as I see them. I appreciate y'all. I hope everyone has a great night. Patrice, get some rest, girl. All right. Bye now.